welcome to another edition of Speak the Funk Up. Haven't done one of these for a little while, but I'm back. My name is Corey Funk. People who watch my video already know that. But anyway, I'm going to talk about, I'm wearing my Lakers hat right now. It's not necessarily about the Lakers. Like, I'm a Lakers fan, but that's not what it's about. It's about, I was reading about and I watched a thing about Stephen A. Smith. Steve Nash just got a head coaching job at the Brooklyn Nets. So I'm like, good for Steve Nash. I always liked Steve Nash and all that. He played on one of my rivals. He played at the Lakers at the end of his career. But the reason why I'm saying this is because this happened on ESPN. Stephen A. Smith, who is a sports announcer, usually said something incredibly stupid. He basically was trying to say that Steve Nash got his job due to white privilege. That is complete and utter bullshit right there. Number one, it should be about the qualifications. I mean, yes, it's his first coaching job, but it should always be about the qualifications. And he applied, and he was friends with KD and Kevin Durant. He was scouting for Golden State at the time after he was done playing. And but here's why I think it's incredibly stupid to say that Steve Nash got his job because of white privilege. Now, if people were getting their jobs due to white privilege, Stephen A. Smith, then Doc Rivers for the Clippers wouldn't have his job. Lionel Hollins, who was a coach for Memphis, a few other ones, he wouldn't have got his job. Mark Jackson, who was the coach for the Golden State Warriors before Steve Kerr, wouldn't have got his job. Tyrone Lue, who coached the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron to an NBA championship, he wouldn't have got his job. It should always be about the qualifications. Saying it's because he's white, you're a friggin' idiot, Stephen A. Smith. Nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, that is racist to say that's why he got the job. See, we're living in a different time period, and although I don't I even said it before, nobody agrees with what happened with how George Floyd was on the ground. Nobody agrees with that. Nobody agrees that police brutality is a good thing. And try to say that it's racism within the system. No. The only thing that's racist is within the person's mind. A person is racist, not in the system. If it was purely in the system, we wouldn't have black cops, we wouldn't have black lawyers, we wouldn't have black this and that and that. We wouldn't have that in general. We're never going to get rid of racism. This is true. But what we can do is teach people to be better, teach people to treat people how they want to be treated. Treat people with dignity, not necessarily respect, but with dignity. And it baffled me. And Steve Nash stood up for himself. I'm like, good for you, Steve Nash. Stephen A. Smith. It's funny, I know he's like, I'm a Lakers fan, and I used to be, and I'm on a bunch of Lakers groups. It's funny how many people, like, when LeBron joined the Lakers and all that, I was never a LeBron fan, but he joined the team, so I'm like, if he brings my team a championship, I'm going to be happy. I don't necessarily always agree with his politics on certain things, but I can't hate the guy if he brings my team a championship. I don't have to agree with what he says in his personal, plain and simple. I never have to agree with that. But I've been, like I said, a Laker fan since I was a kid. And yes, it shocked people. I'm Canadian, and I'm a Lakers fan. But yeah, I just wanted to say good on Steve Nash for standing up for himself. You can watch the video and hear Stephen A. Smith talk about how white privilege got him the job, which we all know is bullcrap. Because if white privilege got him the job, we wouldn't have black coaches. It should always be. That's what's keeping people racism, is that we're focusing on race instead of the qualifications. And the qualifications is what people need to focus on. A person shouldn't be hired, we don't have enough black people, we need this guy. No, a person should be hired by the qualifications in general, not by the race. And if we do that, if we continue doing by the qualifications, The only thing that's racism, like I said, it's in the mind of people. If people are raised racist, you're probably not going to change that. But at the same breath, calling out something like white privilege and saying that white people are, that's racist too. The definition of racism is blaming somebody else because of the color of their skin. And it doesn't, a black person could be racist towards white people, an Asian person could be racist towards Mexicans, and so on and so forth. So long as you're judging people on the color of their skin, that's racist. That's the definition. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly talk about, it wasn't going to be a long video. If you like my videos, hit like and subscribe, and tell me if you agree or not. You might agree, you might disagree. But yeah, my name's Corey Funk. This is another edition of Speak the Funk Up. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.